What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of B is for Build. In this episode, I wish I was working on the Aston, but I got some responsibilities to take care of. It's time to sell the Plan B BRZ. Now, last time I announced that I sold a car, or was going to sell a car, I crashed it 10 seconds later. So, fingers crossed, that's what's in store for this episode. Not crashing the car, but selling it. You get the idea. So the last time you guys probably saw the car was in the episode where the wheels and tires got stolen off of it. My S2000 and that BRZ got the wheels and tires stolen from them as a big issue. So the conclusion of that was insurance gave me money to replace those things. Koenig was awesome enough to send me out a set that went on the S2000, so big thanks to Koenig for that. And for the BRZ, I bought the same wheels that used to be on there. I haven't driven the car in forever, and I haven't even put the wheels on it, so that's why I've just decided, you know, it's probably time to sell it. I just don't have room for so many cars. There's new cars coming in, so it's time to sell it. So we got to get the new wheels and tires on the car, and that's the next step. So I got to pack some tools to remove those. I got to find all the locking keys because I put 2 locking keys on each wheel, so I got to find the keys to unlock those wheels. We'll pack up a tool set and head back to my house. That should do it. We got the jack in here, got a pry bar on a 1/2-inch socket right there, bunch of random tools in case we need them, and all the locking keys are inside there. If anybody's wondering how the camping went in this thing, we did just in the last episode, drive it down to Vegas and drive it back, and we slept in the back. That's the air mattress right there. It's pretty cool. It's actually got a self-inflating little unit there, so you plug that into the power inverter right down there, and the air mattress goes whoosh and fills up this whole back area right there, and we slept really nicely in there, so that was pretty awesome. And it all comes back down, folds down in itself, so we had plenty of room for the luggage. All right, let's go to the parts store. All right, we got our tools loaded in. Now I got to get some lug nuts. The lug nuts that are on the car right now are too large. These wheels take really, really low profile lug nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and buy some new ones. Normally that's something I would just order online, but since I don't have the time to wait, it's time to hit up O'Reilly's and see if we can find something that'll fit in this wheel. No one at the counter. Clearly a restocking party in the back. When someone goes outside to help a customer, they're supposed to send somebody to the counter, but I guess they gave up on that. These are all free today now because there's nobody to stop me. All right, we got the lug nuts. It was an open item, but anyways, you can tell the key, as long as the key fits in there, we're good to go. So we got brand new lug nuts for this, and they weren't actually that expensive. I normally order them online for 20 bucks a set. These were $32 for a set. Yes, I did pay for them, even though there was nobody there. So we're good for lug nuts. Let's go get some tires wrapped on these wheels, and then we can get them on the car. Damn, Daniel. That is a lot of rubber back there. I'm exhausted. Just loaded all this stuff up. And in the back, we got all the wheels right there. We're off to the tire shop. Just dropped off the wheels and tires at the tire shop. The only thing I'm worried about now is cutting it a little bit close on daylight. After daylight savings time, it gets dark at like 5 o'clock. I still gotta get the wheels on the car and take pictures of it. But I think we're looking all right. These guys are awesome here. They take care of me pretty quick. So hopefully we'll be out of here in about an hour. Back home, time to start working on the car. It's absolutely freezing out here and we're running out of daylight, even though that's just Oregon sky. There's no sun anyways. But luckily all that can be remedied by just moving faster. So let's get this done quick. That looks so much better. I'm not even surprised these got stolen. They look so good. Everybody wants them. All right, now for the other side. And just like that, we are out of light. With the idea of full disclosure, since I am selling this car, I wanted to point out, I just remembered that the wheel spacers attached with the OEM lugs, there are only 4 lugs. This top one right here got snapped off. When I was torquing it down, I torqued it down too hard, snapped the lug right off. So it's the spacers on there. I've been driving it around like this. You can't notice anything's wrong, but I didn't want anybody to like find out later and think that I screwed them over. So anyways, it's bolted on with 4 lugs and it's got all 5 lugs. So 5 lugs go into the wheel, but that lug would want to be replaced. You could get it done in any wheel and tire shop. Probably be about 100 bucks to get that lug thrown in there. All right, let's get these wheels on. I brought the FJ for lighting. Both the wheels and tires are on. It looks great. I'm stoked on this. I'm definitely going to take it out tonight. I'm going to see a show tonight and I'm going to drive the car around and we will resume in the morning. Beautiful Oregon morning we have here. Car made it a whole night without getting the wheels stolen. I did put locking nuts on it this time, just so you guys know. Now it's off to the car wash to get some of that dirt and debris off of there. Even though it's raining outside, you gotta do it. Alright, just a quick cleanup and spray down because it is raining outside anyways. But I haven't given you guys a good look around. Anybody that hasn't seen the build, definitely if you're interested in this car, watch all the build playlists. But this paint hides dirt really well, so actually it was like cleaned up real nice, real fast. Damn, that's a good angle. Alright, I'm heading down to Copart right now to check on our other little auction baby, the G35. So these two cars are going up for auction, this car and the Apocalypse G35. I'll put a link to both of them in the description. The G35 is going to go, at the time I'm filming this, well, Wednesday at noon PST. I think it is November 15th. It should be a week from the day that this episode came out. So I'll put a link in the description. If you guys are interested, head over to Copart and check that out. Anybody can bid on it if you have a Copart membership. Anybody, at least in the United States, I know that. So different states have different rules. Oregon is a state where anybody can bid on your car, regardless of if they have a dealership license or anything like that. So this is accessible to any of you guys that just sign up to Copart to bid. If not, maybe sign up to watch and see how it goes. I'm gonna be live streaming on Instagram my response to the sale. Now this car is gonna go up for sale on eBay several hours after that one goes. So if you're interested in one or the other or something like that, if you're one of those crazy people that's got a lot of money, go ahead and watch the Copart one first, maybe do your bidding there, and then if you lose that one, go to the next one or something like that. I don't know. I think that's a rare circumstance anyways. It happens to me though, because I bid on too many cars. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna head down to Copart right now and check it out. While we're driving down there, let's talk a little bit about this car. So this car we got in Reno, Nevada. It's got 22,000 miles. It was very, very tastefully modified when I got it. It has Megan Racing coilovers all the way around and the strut supports in the rear and the front. The exhaust is a little bit loud right now because I actually have the back seats down to show you guys that strut support. Speaking of all the seats are leather in this car, so we upgraded all the seats to leather. If you found a cool way to wire in the 12-volt power to them on a switch, you would also have heated seats, because these are the leather heated seats out of a limited edition one, but this car is not a limited. I'm trying to remember where the rear window defroster is, defogger thing. Got it. Driving very carefully because I don't want to curse myself by crashing cars on the way down to. Anyways, so this car does slide very, very well if you want it to, even with the 10.5s in the back. So it's 10.5s in the back and the front, so it's got a ton of rubber. But if you want it to slide, turn the traction control off, punch it, it will for sure go. But I'm keeping the traction control on, being a good guy. So the car's obviously got the Rocket Bunny V1 kit around it. We replaced the quarter panel, did the Rocket Bunny V1. We went all out on the waterproofing on this car because I thought I was gonna be driving it a ton in Oregon. So it's got waterproofing in the front wheel arches as well as the rear, which has done a really good job of keeping the water out of those compartments that we don't want it in. And I peeked on it recently and it still looks good and held up really well. We did sheet metal, riveted the pieces together, and then seam sealed everything in between, and there's no signs of water's getting into anything. So see that? We got a little wheel spin right there. So this car with the stiff suspension, when you're going over bumps or something like that, it is a little bit tail happy, but what you can do is these are adjustable coilovers, so you could soften the suspension up a little bit, and then you wouldn't really have as much of that danger zone action. What else should I tell you about the car? It has 22,000 miles. I'm not sure if I said that. The owner put good mods into the car. The straight piped exhaust I wouldn't have exactly done, but it sounds pretty good, and it's very functional. Like I said, it's got the coilovers, strut braces. It makes it drive really, really well, and with the extra rubber up front, it really, really handles very well. I'm trying to think. The car, okay, so negative sides of the car. It is a salvage title car, and it does not have airbags. So that's something that you guys, keep in mind. It's not a family car anymore. This is a very, very capable car, though. It's absolutely daily drivable, raceable, trackable, anything you want. I think it can do all of the above. It's seriously never let me down other than when it got its wheel stolen, but I mean, obviously a car can't protect itself from that. And it's always been a really, really good car to me. I drove it to California and back, so we've put well over 2,000 miles on it. But this is a great, like, you could just daily drive it, you could track it, you could drift it, you can do whatever you want with this car, and it will handle it. I think that's about it. I hope I didn't leave anything out. Rocket Bunny V1 all the way around, Rocket Bunny V2 wing in the back. And I think that's it. And we just put $1,000 of wheels and tires on this thing that I installed yesterday night. So it was well over $1,000 actually. So that's a little boost too. I'm gonna list this car starting on eBay, and what I did was I looked on Craigslist and I found the cheapest BRZ in Portland was about $11,500. So I'm gonna gamble on this one and let you guys do the bidding, or maybe somebody will get a steal. I'm gonna list this car at $10,000 on eBay, and that's where it's gonna start. And if somebody gets it for 10K, then it's your car for 10,000 bucks. I'm thinking it'll go a little higher than that, but who knows? I like a little bit of the gamble. Speaking of that, the G35, that is a no reserve, no minimum bid, no nothing auction. So if somebody, I think it's at $100 right now. If when the auction comes up next week, it just gets to 200, then somebody's getting the G35 for 200 bucks. I told Copart that that's the way I wanted to do it, so it's going to give you guys a chance to, you know, it might get bid up and it might go higher, but it'll give you guys a chance to potentially somebody to get a really good steal and get a car for cheap. I mean, that's when I'm shopping at Copart, that's what I look to do. I look to kind of jump in, find these cars that have no reserve, and get a good price on them. So I'm not dying for that to happen to somebody, because then it means obviously I don't get paid very well for the car. But if it does, I'm stoked it's going to go to a viewer. So that's that. All right, let's head down to Copart and check out that car. They parked this car in the special area. This is normally for like exotic car parking, like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. They put my hunk of crap in here. Oh man, I love this car. So like I said, guys, there's a link in the description to this car on auction. It is a no reserve sale, so whoever has the highest bid will absolutely get this car. It goes November 15th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. That should be a Wednesday. And damn, I'm gonna miss this car. The hood's popped on it right now. People have been checking out under the hood. I wonder if anybody's came out and started it. We're getting rid of two of my favorite looking cars. This is kind of a bummer, but you know, for me, it's just like, if I want to keep it, I gotta keep driving them, and I just really wasn't driving these two cars, so I don't deserve to keep them. I'd rather them go in the hands of somebody that will use them. But damn, I'm gonna miss this one. So like I said, guys, link in the description, jump on there. Maybe just register for Copart just to watch this thing go up on auction, and maybe check out some cars in the future for yourself. Look at this. There's the old one and then the new one. We never even cleaned off the old one before it came back home. That's the lot number right there if you wanna just type in the lot number in Copart. So that's it, guys. 1 week from today, this car will be sold, hopefully to one of you guys. I'd love to hear the story and see where it goes. So, all right, now we gotta go get some glamour shots of the BRZ. Back in the old finale spot. I don't think we'll be doing any burnouts today because we can't make any smoke and I don't want to crash anything else. But now I gotta take a bunch of pictures for the eBay listing in the rain. I think we are done. Cliff Notes version of everything that went down. G35 on sale on Copart. Zero reserve. High bidder wins the car no matter what the price is. That's on Copart right now. Sale date is Wednesday. Auction date is Wednesday, November 15th, 12 p.m. Pacific time. Link is in the description. Stumbled through that one elegantly. And this car, a couple hours later on eBay, same date, Wednesday, November 15th. Starting price is $10,000. Whatever it goes to after that is what they get it for. Please do not bid if you don't have the money. Every time I've ever listed a car on eBay, the buyer has not paid for it. So don't bid if you can't pay for it. And that's it, guys. I hope somebody enjoys these cars. I know I'm gonna miss them, but it's time to make room for new things. That's right, I bought another car. I'm not telling you guys what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like BS for Build, head over to bsforbuild.com. Check out our store right down there. All the proceeds of that merchandise goes directly towards supporting those new builds that are on the way. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. Peace!